What's up, YouTube? I hope each and every one of you guys are healthy and having a great day. Today is supposedly one of the hottest days of the year, but that is not stopping us from doing a review on the 2022 Ford F150 Platinum. Huge thank you to Matt Newman over at Koons Sterling Ford for allowing me to do this review for you guys today. If you guys are interested in this particular F150 Platinum or any Ford product, I'll be sure to have Matt's information on screen as well as in the description box down below. But with that said, let's get into the video. First, let's talk about the exterior and performance. So like I mentioned, this is a 2022 Ford F150 Platinum, and this one's painted in the $795 Star White Metallic. But let's start over here at our headlights, because we do have LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, LED turn signals, LED fog lamps down here, as well as automatic high beams. Your LED daytime running lights follow through to the bottom of your fog lamps in your front bumper. You also do have a black headlight surround, so it looks super sleek. But this is the single bar platinum chrome grille. You have a Ford logo at the center of that grille. Just below your Ford logo, you will find your forward facing camera. Taking a look at the front bumper, you do have body color bumpers, both front and rear. And in your front bumper, you have 6 forward facing sensors, one over here, one here, one here, here, as well as over there. And just below all of that, you do have 2 recovery hooks. Right here, you find your 20-inch aluminum wheels wrapped in 275/60 Hankook Dynapro AT2 tires. I think these wheels look super elegant, and I like the polished aluminum look. I think it matches the Platinum's theme very well. Just to the right of that wheel and tire setup, you will find your F150 Platinum fender vent, and it is functional. I can feel heat dissipating out of the engine bay. Just to the right of your F150 Platinum fender vent, you will find your power folding heated side view mirrors with spotlights right here, as well as this is your integrated LED turn signal. Right here, you will find your side view camera. Blind spot monitoring on the upper left hand corner of the driver's side mirror and on the upper right hand corner of the passenger side mirror. These mirrors also do have chrome mirror caps, chrome window trim at the bottom of the passenger side windows. This is the keypad to open up the vehicle if you forgot your key or purposefully locked your key on the interior. Keyless access, all you gotta do is put your hand behind here, the vehicle will unlock, and you can lock the vehicle by pressing this black button right here, and the vehicle will lock. And just as you might be able to notice, that this does have power deploying running boards. So if you do, like, let's say I walk away from the vehicle, walk all the way over here, and then I walk back up to the vehicle, those power running boards will deploy. I'm not sure if they're going to deploy right now, but they have been deploying as I get close to the vehicle. So you might be able to notice as I walk around the exterior that these power running boards do come down when you get near the vehicle. But right here, you do have a capless filler neck. 87 octane will do just fine. Closing that, wheel and tire setup again, leaf springs, shocks, and that is your suspension setup. You might be able to see your bump stops right there. This one also does have the 36-gallon extended fuel range fuel tank, and I'll put the price of that on screen. I love the color of this Star White Metallic. It really glistens in the sunlight, and I just really like white on trucks for some reason. I know you can they have the stigma of like work truck white, but this one in particular does not. Platinum tailgate, Ford logo over on the passenger side, F150 logo on the driver's side. Just below your Ford logo, you have your EcoBoost badge. This does have the Platinum High package, so you do get the bed utility pack, which includes LED box lighting, zone lighting, box link, tailgate step, and a power tailgate. I'll deploy the power tailgate by the button on the key fob. Let me dig it out of my pocket here real quick. So on the key fob, just below the remote start button, you have this button right here that says click twice, and the power deploying tailgate will drop. You guys can see your tailgate step right there. But what's really awesome about this tailgate is that you can also put the tailgate up by pushing this button twice, which I don't believe Ram or Chevy or GMC have on any of their trucks. So pretty dang sweet. You can also open up the tailgate by putting your finger on this pad, and the tailgate will drop. But just above that pad, you will find your reverse camera. Just to the right of that, you will find a light to light up what's going on here at night. That also does light up with your zone lighting. Just down here, you will find your trailer lighting options. There's one right there. Here's another one right in here. You can take your actual physical key out of your key fob and put it in there, and the spare tire will drop. This particular vehicle, like I said, does have the Platinum High package, so you do get a Class 4 hitch. With that Class 4 hitch and without the trailer tow package, this particular F-150's max tow capacity is 7,000 pounds. Also, with that Platinum High package, you also do get the tow technology package, which includes Pro Trailer Backup Assist, 360-degree view camera, trailer brake controller, and a smart trailer tow connector. While we're back here, you also do have LED taillights, rear view sensors, as well as, like I said, that Platinum tailgate. Let's open up that Platinum tailgate one more time and talk about that LED box lighting. So if you guys do want to turn on your LED box lighting, you got a button right over here, and all your LED box lighting turns on. And there's a little soda can right over there that comes free of charge. Just kidding, I don't know why that's back here. But push that again and the box lighting will turn off. If you guys can see in your third brake light up top there, you also do have a box camera. So that is like a bed camera, so you can see what's going on back here while you are parked or while you are driving. You also do have a 400-watt household power outlet in here, and you got a few different tie downs, one right there, one over there, one over there, and one right there as well. You got a workstation right here for a little spot. You can set a cup or a coffee mug, whatever you want to put right there. But I'm not going to lift up this tailgate, because why would I do that when I have a Platinum? Push on this button twice and the tailgate will go up. You know, I'm not a peasant. I'm not going to put the tailgate up myself, but that is actually a pretty sweet feature. Is it necessary? Absolutely not. But do I like it? Absolutely. When we move into the interior of the F-150 Platinum, I will show you guys the zone lighting, because it is pretty dang sweet in my opinion. Chrome exhaust tip right there. But the zone lighting is pretty sweet. So if you guys go, like, you know, into the country or something like that where there's no street lights or other vehicle lights, see what I'm talking about? When I get close to it, the power running boards do deploy. That's what I was talking about. But of course it doesn't do it when I want it to do it. It does it when I don't want it to do it. But anyway, that's beside the point. You can also open or close if it doesn't have the automatic feature on. You can also kick this button right here and they will go up. But I can also kick that button again and they will come down again. So pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think of the Platinum F-150 in the comment section down below. Do you guys think the Platinum is worth it? Do you guys think you should spring for the Limited if you're already springing for the Platinum? Is the Platinum the happy medium for those of you guys who, you know, want to spend a little bit more money on your truck, or your truck is your baby and you want to have all the features? Or do you guys think the Lariat is just enough? I think I might be able to sell you guys on the Platinum once we move into the interior, because you do get a few more goodies with the Platinum than you would on the Lariat. I know in previous videos I've said that the Lariat is, you know, good enough, and it really is, honestly. But if you guys want to get pampered just a little bit more by your truck, then you might want to spring for the Platinum. So stick around to watch that. But with all that said, let's move into performance. Popping open that hood reveals that 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6 that makes 400 horsepower and 500 pound-feet of torque. It's mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission for a 0 to 60 time in 5.3 seconds when optioned with 4-wheel drive. You can also achieve 17 miles per gallon in the city, 23 miles per gallon on the highway, and 19 miles per gallon combined also with 4-wheel drive. If you guys are enjoying the video so far today, please give this video a big thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button, and please, like I said, leave a comment in the comment section down below. All those likes, all those comments look really good on my channel for the YouTube algorithm, and they promote my videos more and more, and it helps my channel grow. So like I said, I greatly appreciate it if you guys would do that. Also, I am doing an LS swap to a 1987 Ford F150. So if that is something that piques your guys' interest, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. But with all that said, let's move into the interior. All right, moving into the interior, like I mentioned, this does have keyless access, so all you got to do is walk up to the F-150, put your hand behind the door handle, and the vehicle will unlock. Like I mentioned, you can also lock the vehicle by running your finger across that button. You can also get into the vehicle by putting in your PIN, and the vehicle will open up. Pressing 7, 8, and 9-0 will lock the F-150. But a couple things I wanted to show you with the key fob before we moved into it, just in case some of you guys have skipped to this part of the video. Let's take a look at the key fob. So pushing this button locks the vehicle, obviously. Pushing this button twice will remote start the vehicle, so you guys can hear that 3.5 liter V6 roar to life. Just beneath that remote start button, you will find your power tailgate button. So pressing that button twice will drop the tailgate. Pressing that button twice again, the tailgate will come back up. Pretty sweet. Ram and Chevy cannot say the same thing. Opening up the interior, beautiful materials used on the door panel. Leather wrapped door panel at the top. You got some wood grain trim. It looks absolutely spectacular. Some Alcantara suede, really nicely padded leather wrapped armrest right here with some accent colored stitching, as well as some accented colored piping. Door handle right here. Automatic up and down windows in the front, but you do not get automatic up or down windows in the rear, which kind of stinks. I would have expected at least automatic down windows in the rear, but hey, you know, you don't get it. A little bit of storage space right here, a lot of bit of storage space at the bottom of the door panel. Smart water bottle. You can fit pretty much whatever you want to at the bottom of this door panel. Beautiful Bang & Olufsen Unleashed speaker surround right there. Platinum door sill, power adjustable front seats, both for the driver as well as the passenger. Pushing on this little button turns the massagers on and off, which I'll show you guys here in a minute. But stepping into the interior, because it is way too hot out there, put your foot on the brake, push to start, and that will turn on just the regular interior. I'm going to turn the fan down so you guys have better audio listening to me. Electronic parking brake. This button right here will either push the pedals away from you, so I'll push this, the pedals will come towards me. If I push the top button, the pedals will go away from me, so very adjustable. This will turn on your jellyfish launcher. Just kidding, that is your LED box lighting. Pushing this button right here will turn your LED fog lamps on. Pushing that button again will turn them off. Right now, I have the headlamps off. Coming down one more, that is your daytime running lights on. Coming down one more, headlights automatic. And that is your headlights always on. Let's leave them on headlights automatic. Right over here, this will adjust the brightness of your screen as well as your backlit buttons. This will turn on my light on this side. This will turn on my light on that passenger side. So I can turn them on or off, and I can turn them on individually, which is pretty cool. This will turn down the power tailgate. So the power tailgate is dropping. I'm gonna show you guys that right here. I can also lift up that power tailgate by pushing on that button again. So push that button again and the power tailgate will come right back up. So pretty cool. But back over to here. This is your turn signal stock. Take a listen. That's what your turn signal sounds like. I'm also going to turn my ventilated seats off so you guys can hear me. You can also wash the windshield by pushing on this button right here. Windshield will wash itself. So that's what that does. Right now, this is your windshield wipers in automatic mode. You can turn your high beams on, obviously, by pulling back. Right over here, you got your adaptive cruise control settings. This particular F-150 does have Blue Cruise, and Blue Cruise is a part of the Platinum High package. That Platinum High package will run you $3,950, but that Platinum High package also includes Ford Copilot 360 Active 2, which, like I said, includes Blue Cruise, Active Park Assist 2.0, and a forward sensing system. It also includes that 18-speaker Bang & Olufsen Unleashed sound system. But this particular vehicle has, which I'll show you guys later on in the video, it actually deducts the price of Active Park Assist 2.0, so this one does not have that, but we'll get to that later on in the video. So cruise control stuff right here. This will lower the volume of the sound system. This will raise the volume of the sound system. You can speak to the vehicle by that button. Let's take a listen to that horn. Right over here, that is your back button to control your 12.4-inch digital gauge cluster. So if I press on this back button, actually let's press on that OK button, that will clear me of that notification. Got your RPM gauge over here. You got your speedometer over here. That is your coolant temperature. I believe that is your oil temperature. I'm not quite sure what that is, so leave a comment in the comment section down below if you know what that gauge is. That is your fuel gauge. My view, you can go down right here, push the down button, you can go into trip and fuel information. You can go fuel economy, trip one, eco behavior, all that kind of stuff, driver assistance. Let's go back. Truck information, you can go through your truck information, tire pressure, off-road, power distribution, engine information, seat belts, driver assistance. Let's go back. One more, towing information, navigation, phone, audio settings, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, let's leave it on trip information. Let's go into fuel economy. And that's probably the screen that I would leave it on, or one of these one of these screens. Down here, you got your odometer. This vehicle does have 56 miles on it. Just above your odometer, that is your lane keeping system. Just to the left of that, that is our compass. This lets us know that lane keep assist is on. You can turn that on or off by the push of that button. Lane keep assist on, lane keep assist off. And that is our ambient exterior temperature, 97 degrees out, and park, reverse, neutral, drive, and manual. Like I said, you got push button start. These buttons right over here control that screen. This is to hang up or pick up on a phone call. This is to go back on a track. This is to go forward on a track, or you can skip between your different AM, FM, or Sirius XM presets. Really nice looking steering wheel. This is a leather wrapped steering wheel, and it is also heated. It says Platinum just below your horn, and you got some wood grain trim down in there. Just very, very upscale materials used. Big fan of this interior, and it is definitely in competition with Ram. Over here, this is your Pro Trailer Backup Assist. This is your integrated trailer brake controller. You got 2-wheel high, 4-wheel automatic, and 4-wheel low. This is your drive mode selector dial. So if I twist this to the left, you got your normal mode. Go over here, you got tow haul, eco, and sport. Let's go back over the other way. Go through normal, slippery, deep snow / sand, and finally mud / ruts. But let's keep it in normal because we're not doing any off-roading over here. But yeah, 2-wheel high, 4-wheel automatic, 4-wheel low. Right here you will find your 12-inch Sync 4 infotainment screen with wireless Apple CarPlay as well as wireless Android Auto. This screen works phenomenally well. Up top here you got your camera button, so click on that. You got your forward-facing camera. That is your 360-degree view camera. You can turn your auto park ready on or off. You can also turn your sensors on or off. This button right here will bring you into your different camera views. So right now that's our front camera view. This is our front as well as our side view camera views. This is our bed view. This is our hitch view, and this is our backup camera view. But let's go back. To exit out of this, push on the camera button again and it will exit out of this. This right here is your parking button. You can also turn your parking sensors off right there. Additional settings, blah, blah, blah. Front sensors and rear sensors are always on. Hazard button right here. And this is your traction control on or off button as well. Let's leave traction on. Right here, this will open up your upper glove box to reveal a good amount of storage space. Let's take a look up here. You can set a tape measure, your iPhone, whatever you want to put up here. You got a good amount of storage space. Bang & Olufsen speaker right there. Auto dimming rear view mirror, sunglass holder right here. This will open or close your rear view window by that button right there. This is to open up your panoramic moonroof. This is to open up the shade for your panoramic moonroof, but it's pretty hot, so there's a reason that I had that closed. If I push up on that, that will open that up. If I push forward on that, that will close the panoramic moonroof. But if I push this forward button, that will vent the panoramic moonroof. So it kind of just opens up like this. But let's close that again. This will turn on the LED light for the driver. This will turn on the LED light for the passenger. This will turn on all the interior dome lights. Turn that off again. This button right here. So if I open up the door right now, the interior lights will turn on. When I push that, that light will go amber. You guys can see that. So now when I open up the door, the interior lights do not turn on. I kind of like when they turn on, so let's leave that on. Passenger airbag on or off. That's where that lets you know of that. Universal garage door opener right here. Opening this up, vanity mirror with vanity lights. You also do have a spot to set your registration over here. I'm not sure if the GoPro will pick it up, but that's what that does. You can set money, registration, or any papers right there. Same exact thing for the passenger side. That is where you can set your papers, and your vanity mirror does have vanity lights. Open up the glove box here. Good amount of storage space down in there. You can fit your owner's manuals, napkins, snacks, straws, whatever you want to put in there. Just to the left of that, you got your 12-volt power outlet. Just under that, you have your 400-watt household power outlet. Just to the left of that, you got your volume knob, tuning knob. This will turn the screen to clock. Push that one more time, that turns the screen off. Touch on the screen will pop back on. This will bring you to your different sources, so you can go through AM, FM. It'll switch in between whichever one you want. See? And just to the left of that, you will find this will bring you to your sound settings. So click on that, brings you to your sound settings, tone, balance and fade, speed compensated volume, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. Let's go back into audio, AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth audio, or Apple CarPlay. Right now I am connected to Apple CarPlay. Let's take a look. You can go to Waze, phone, blah, blah, blah. You guys know what Apple CarPlay looks like. Navigation right here. This is your built-in navigation. This is your favorites menu right here. But like I said, let's go into zone lighting, because I did say I would go into zone lighting when we were on the exterior. So click on zone lighting. Brings you to zone lighting right here, and blah, 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 override, close, blah, blah, blah. So I can turn on the front. So when I click on this button right here, now I can access everything. So if I click on this, I'll show you guys what that looks like. I got the front lights on, so it'll turn on all the front lights. You got your headlights on. You also have your fog lamps on. So that's what happens when I click that front button. So turn that off again. Let's click on the side buttons. So now I have the side buttons on. So these two are activated, which turns on our side view mirror lights right here. And on this side as well. Let's go back into the interior, and then we'll go and we'll turn on those rear view lights. So let's click that button right there. Now the rear view lights are on, as well as the bed lights. So let's take a look. It turns on your reverse lights. This light, like I said, it turns on this light so you can see what's going on here at night. It also turns your license plate lights on. Dropping this, it also turns on your LED box lighting. So that is what that looks like. But let's turn them all on at once, shall we? So now all zones. Close this door. It's gonna honk at me because I have the key fob. This light's on. Headlights are on. Fog lights are on as well. Right there. Boom, 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 boom. This light is on as well. And your reverse lights, as well as your LED box lighting, is also on. And just to reiterate, it also turns on your tailgate light as well as your license plate lights. So that is zone lighting. Pretty sweet in my opinion. I actually really like zone lighting. I think it's somewhat gimmicky, but I do like it. Right over here, cannot miss this Easter egg. You got your American flag, because after all, this truck is made in America, and that is what we are all about, is America. We live in the land of the free. Pressing this button turns all the zone lighting off. And right over here, you can go through your different apps, CarPlay, blah, blah, blah. This will bring you to your different settings. You want your clock settings, phone settings, vehicle settings, display settings. All your different settings are right here. But let's go back to features. Got your running boards you can adjust, driver assistance features, zone lighting, towing, owner's manual, blah, blah, blah. But what's pretty cool about this 12-inch screen is that it is split screen. This side is one thing, so I can go into FM, and I have my FM stuff over here, and I can have my navigation, I can have my bed camera on there, I can have my zone lighting on here. I can go over here, I can show you exactly what I can put on here. So let's start from the bottom and work our way up. You can put audio information, bed camera, zone lighting, off-road, eco behavior, fuel economy, trips, phone and navigation, bed camera, and then it starts all over again. So pretty cool. You can have one thing over here, one thing over here, and I just noticed that this was like flashing, and no, that was only flashing on the camera. I cannot see this flashing in real life, if you guys were wondering about that. But I do want to show you, because this does, like I mentioned, for the third time now, have the $3,950 Platinum High package, which comes with that 18 speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system. So I am going to play a song for you guys that is copyright friendly. So give me 1 second. Let's turn it up to give you guys a little listen to the sound system. It sounds fantastic. Crystal clear sound. Bass is fantastic. Speakers up here. Speakers in the headrests right there. Over there. They're everywhere. Sounds fantastic. Turn it all the way up. It's still super clear. Very, very good sound system. Let's turn that down. But yeah, I thought I would give you guys like a bassy song that is copyright friendly, and that is the song that came to my head. But down here, wireless charging pad, USB-A port, USB-C port. This gear shifter does fold down, but it is nicely leather wrapped, and it does have accent colored stitching. If I go into manual mode, I got to go into drive, press on this M, and now I can downshift by pushing this button and upshift by pushing on this button. Go back into park. If I push this chrome button, that gear shifter will fold down, and I can set my laptop here or whatever I want to and have all this workspace. This does not have the thing that will fold down, but you still have a good amount of flat workspace. Right here, you can set your phone, 2 cup holders, Platinum badge right here, 2 cup holders right here, another spot to set another phone. Opening this up right here, you can set yet another phone right there, and you can take this divider out too also if you want to, and you have another USB-A port, another USB-C port, and a ton of storage space down in there. One thing that's cool about this divider is that they know that this is a working man's truck, so you can set your business cards right here if that's what you want to do. Grab handle over there, grab handle right here. Panoramic moonroof looks absolutely fantastic. Like I mentioned, if I push this button on the side of my seat, brings up the massage seat control. So both the driver as well as the passenger have massaging seats, so I can do lower rolling, upper rolling. It tells you what it does right over here. Circular cushion, so it'll do that right down on my butt. Full recovery is both my butt and my back, and relaxed recovery is my legs as well as my back. So pretty sweet, and the passenger can do the exact same thing. Let's go back over to driver. A couple things that I do want to mention before we move into those rear seats. You got a spot you can set a clipboard or whatever you want to right here, so you got more storage space, and it's actually pretty much pretty wide, surprisingly. Same thing on this side as well. Door panel on that side looks the exact same. But like I said, a couple things that I did want to mention before we moved into those rear seats is a couple safety features, and I'll put the window sticker on screen right now, so if you guys want to read up the safety features along with me, feel free to. This does have blind spot monitoring, it does have evasive steering assist, lane keep assist, post collision braking, and reverse brake assist, and all those do come standard with the Platinum. But you guys can pause your screen right now and take a look at the window sticker if that's something that you want to do. However, I'm going to talk about the MSRP right now of the way that this particular F-150 Platinum is spec'd. So the MSRP of this particular F-150 Platinum is $74,170. This thing is super, super nice. These seats are super, super comfortable. The massaging seats just add to the seat comfort. I think that's really awesome. And these seats are, like I said, the Lariat is super, super nice. But this thing's got a few more of those creature comforts like those massaging seats. And those massaging seats really do add to the seat comfort. You don't need them, but when you have them, you don't want to go back to a seat without the massaging seat comfort. But like I said, we've talked about what's going on up here in these front seats. So let's move into those rear seats. But one more thing before we move into those rear seats that I just noticed that I missed right now is that you do have 3 memory seat adjustment settings for the driver's seat. But now let's move into those rear seats. It's gonna honk at me again. Door panel looks pretty much the exact same as the front. You got your leather wrapping as well as some Alcantara suede, accent colored stitching, wood trim. The one thing that this door does have that the front door does not have is a cup holder right here. I'm a big fan of that cup holder. I think that's pretty sweet. I do wish that it did have automatic down windows at least, but in my opinion, I think this should have automatic up and down windows in the rear. Very nice padded armrest right here that is also leather wrapped and does have accent colored stitching and piping. Good amount of storage space right here and a ton of storage space at the bottom of this door panel. Seat back pocket behind the driver's seat, seat back pocket behind the passenger seat. Let me throw that D tag on the ground here real quick because I am gonna lift up on the seats. Take a look at the storage space down in here. If you guys want to put your jumper cables or stuff like that, you can do that, but you can also fold this thing down and you just can put your jumper cables and stuff right there. But if you fold this down, then you have a ton of flat storage space. But folding these seats right back down, got a grab handle right here. I like how you got the assist steps. Step on that, grab on the grab handle, makes it super, super easy to get into the 150 Platinum. These seats are a little bit firmer than the ones in the front. However, these seats are still ultra comfortable. Like I said in pretty much all my F-150 videos, but also all my Ford videos, is that Ford makes some of the most comfortable seats out of any of the manufacturers. So very comfortable seats here in the rear. Center fold down armrest with 2 cup holders. Folding that back up, 2 more cup holders right here. So you got 2 cup holders here, cup holder there, cup holder there. That's 4. This makes 6 cup holders. You got your outboard seats are heated, 12-volt power outlet right there, 400-watt household power outlet, and just to the left of your household power outlet, you will find a USB-A port as well as a USB-C port. I got plenty of headroom, plenty of legroom, plenty of knee room. I mean, come on guys, this is an F-150. We've known this for years, that they've got plenty of legroom, plenty of knee room, and plenty of headroom. LED light right here. Same thing for that side. A spot to hold onto your suit. Got a platinum badging on your seats. These seats look super upscale. Also, you got Bang & Olufsen speaker surround. That looks super good in that stainless steel or aluminum, whatever it is. It just looks money. But we've talked about the exterior now, we've talked about the performance, and now we've talked about what's going on here in the interior. I want to see what this thing is like to drive, and I'm sure you guys do too. So I'll see you guys in the driver's seat. All right guys, and now on to the driving portion of the review. And if you guys watched my Ford Edge video, you guys know that I'm now rating cars going over these bumps. So we go 5 miles an hour over the bumps, and they get a rating after going over each bump. So let's see what the rating is on this F-150. Go 5 miles an hour. I give it 7 out of 10. It rides super well, but there is just a little bit of bumpiness, but those speed bumps are also like straight up and down. It still rode very well, and this F-150 has probably one of the nicest suspensions in any trucks that I've ever driven. One thing about F-150 that I can compare to Chevy or GMC is that F-150 definitely rides smoother, even though that the new Chevys ride very smooth as well. It's just that the Chevys handle a little bit better than the Fords do. The Ford's ride is a little bit better than the Chevy's ride, but the Ford also has a little bit more body roll when going around turns and stuff like that, so it's not as agile as like the GM series trucks. But I think if you guys are on the highway and you're not really going to be taking these things on the back road and really trying to rip up the back road, I think most of the time you guys are going to be you know, cruising down the highway or doing what I'm doing, like daily driving situations. I don't think you guys are really going to be caring about how agile the trucks are. I'm trying to turn Blue Cruise on. I'm not quite sure how to turn it on, but I do want to see that this thing, I want to see this thing drive itself. Suspension, incredible, rides super well. If you guys are looking for something that's a little bit more agile, at least go and test drive a GMC or a Chevy, and come and test drive a F-150 Platinum, and kind of compare them yourself, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Comfort, fantastic. Seat comfort, amazing. Massaging seats, incredible. I really like this F-150, and I used to be a huge Chevy fanboy, blah, but after driving F-150s and Rams and Chevys, I've definitely opened up my mind, and I am a huge fan of the new Ram interior. The one thing about the Rams is their seats are not as comfortable as these Fords, not even close. Chevy seats are not as comfortable as these Fords, although for 2022 they have gotten a little bit more comfortable in the Chevy products and GMC products, but Ford is still the king by far in my opinion. So seat comfort, Ford has definitely got you covered. Visibility out of this F-150 is great. If you guys have a hard time seeing out of that pillar right there, which I don't, I'm 5'9", got no issue seeing out of that. You also do have your blind spot monitoring. One thing, you're pulling into a parking spot, pull up your 360-degree view camera. That makes it 10 times easier to park this thing. So if you guys are hesitant or, you know, a little bit anxious about pulling into a tight spot, just know you got your 360-degree view camera. Or on other Platinums, you do also have that park assist. This one does, if you guys noticed on the MSRP or on the window sticker, is that they did deduct, I think, $375 or something like that for the active park assist. Also, the Bang & Olufsen sound system sounds fantastic. I showed you guys a little clip of that earlier on in the video. Braking is very, very good. The acceleration is fantastic. This one's got the 3.5 liter EcoBoost V6, so it's not the Power Boost, this is the EcoBoost. The 5.0 is also very, very good. I really like the 5.0. The Power Boost is also very good, except I'm not so much of a hybrid person myself, so I would either get the 3.5 or the 5.0. I'd probably get the 5.0 just because I like the sound of the 5 liter, but this thing is definitely faster than a 5.0. 12-inch screen works fantastic. Sync 4 is amazing. I'm going to do a little moderate acceleration here once this light turns green. Let's do a little moderate, nothing crazy. Accelerates exceptionally well, and it actually sounds pretty good, I can't lie. Like, yeah, this is the twin turbo EcoBoost V6, but I mean, I gotta admit that actually sounded pretty dang good. Just my opinion. Let's see, is Blue Cruise gonna do anything? Come on, I thought, okay, now it's active. Is it gonna do it? Doesn't look like Blue Cruise wants to activate. Maybe this isn't a road that it is supported on, but I would like to test that out on the highway, because if you get one of these trucks and it has Blue Cruise, I mean, you're gonna want to take advantage of it, especially if you're going on a road trip. I mean, a car that, or a truck that drives itself, I mean, that's pretty dang awesome if you ask me. Like I said, this thing is super, super smooth. It doesn't even feel, honestly, like you're driving a truck. That's how smooth it is. 25 miles till empty. I know I don't have much gas, but yeah, this thing rides, like I said, for the 5th time. Because it does ride so well, I got to keep reiterating how well the ride is on this F-150. I also think this F-150 looks super, super good as well. I think they redesigned it in 2021, I believe, and it looks fantastic. I like the new body style. It just looks sleek, it looks sporty. I'm gonna give you guys kind of some time with the F-150. This is kind of the best thing I can do, so I can test drive it without you guys having to go test drive it, and you guys can kind of see how it drives without somebody blabbering on about how good it drives and how comfortable it is and how good the sound system is. But overall, I really like the F-150. It'd be a hard choice, honestly, between this or a Ram for me, but you know, at that point, it's all personal opinion. If I want comfort, I'd go with the F-150. But now I'll be quiet and you guys can enjoy the POV drive. If you guys get on it and you let off at a somewhat high RPM, it kind of gives you that blow off sound. It goes psst, which is pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna take this can out of the bed of the truck. I don't know who threw it back there, but it's making a lot of noise and it's kind of annoying me. So I'm gonna pull off here, turn my hazards on, and I'm gonna put that in the cab, and I'm gonna throw it away when I get to the dealership. It's a Monster energy drink. Who did that? Let's get back onto the road. It seems like a storm is coming because it's pretty dang windy, but the ride is exceptional. I can't stop saying it because the ride is so good. It feels like I'm riding on a cloud. I mean, I can't reiterate that enough. The ride is fantastic. And I drove a Chevy or a GMC actually the other day, and I noticed that their ride quality got a lot better and a lot more smooth. But I mean, you really can't compete with the F-150. It's just so smooth. It feels like you're driving a car. I mean, it really does. right down there below where it says PRNDM, you guys can see it lights, it highlights the number in orange to let you know what gear you're in. So if you're in first, it'll go first, second, third, fourth. Obviously, it'll skip gears every now and then, but it lets you know what gear you are in with that orange colored number. All right, well, I promised you guys a 0 to 60, so let's get down to 0, and all I'm gonna do is put it in 4-wheel automatic, scroll over to sport mode, and then punch it in 3, 2, 1, floored. I mean, it is so fast for a truck, it's honestly insane. It is really, honestly crazy how fast this thing is for a truck. And I daily drove a Ram TRX for 6 months. And yeah, that thing was, I mean, insanely fast. But this feels insanely fast. I mean, it doesn't feel quite as fast as like a TRX. But considering that this is like a daily driver truck that gets actually way better fuel economy than that TRX did, that acceleration is absolutely crazy. I mean, it's more than enough power for a daily driver, but it's just, I like a lot of power, and that has the right amount of power for me, especially for a daily driver truck that can do 17 miles per gallon in the city and 23 miles per gallon on the highway. I think those numbers are more than acceptable for the amount of power that you're getting. But yeah, great ride, great comfort, great power. Huge fan of this truck. If I had the money, I would definitely seriously consider this versus a Ram. I'd have to test drive one of the new Ram Limiteds, but honestly, right now, it would be a very tough choice for me. I'm not sure which one I would choose, but that being said, let me know in the comment section down below, would you choose the Ram Limited or would you choose the F150 Platinum? But that's it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give this video a big thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button. Like I said, I'm really gunning for 50,000 subscribers, and I cannot do that without your guys' help. I'm also doing an LS swap to a 1987 Ford F150. So if that's something that piques your interest, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a new video. But with all that said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.